Hello guys, and welcome to Solid J's workshop. Today's video will be a first for the channel, since we'll branch out for our usual gunpla content to start including scale modeling in general, focusing this time on the 1968 Ford Mustang GT Fastback. Something that stands out about this model is that it includes elements from the regular presentation, while also including optional pieces for it to be changed into a drag racing style vehicle with the Cobra Jet high performance package. But in this instance, I have chosen to go with a bit of a hybrid approach for it, mixing and matching from both versions without really letting it be defined as either the standard version or the drag racing one. While the included manual does instruct the choice between either of these versions, a shared theme in the scale modeling hobby is doing things your way. The models are yours after all, for you to do whatever you want with them, as long as you find the experience satisfactory. Not letting yourself feel limited in such strict ways is bound to encourage you to go further and further into this vast world. Now, talking about actually assembling it, I usually go with acrylic paint, with it being water-based. I find it to be quite versatile, letting you easily combine colors and mix as needed, keeping it with the theme of maybe feeling limited. I prefer to go ahead and use what's attainable instead of letting being unable to get certain top brands stop you from starting a project. I do recommend using fine tip brushes, keeping in mind the scale and level of detail we're handling. Rather than cutting and then priming, I recommend the inverse, just priming them while still in the plastic mold and then cutting the pieces, way faster and practical. For gluing the pieces, I use plastic cement, which gives you a bit of time before drying to do any necessary adjustment. The brand Revell presents this model as a level 4 out of 5 with a scale of 1/25, which will imply a bit of an elevated level of difficulty on assembling it, since it requires cutting, painting, gluing, and detailing experience. Taking this in mind, and from my time with it, I'll say that this isn't really a task suitable for newcomers in the hobby. Aside from those skills, it also assumes you have a quite varied kit for it to even be doable. As mentioned beforehand, with this hybrid approach, the roll cage is being included by preference, leaning more on its drag racing style, painting it and most of the chassis with semi-gloss black. Meanwhile, on the traditional side of things, its engine was painted the classic Ford blue. Out of the two tire options, I have picked the Cobra Jet ones. Because of its more detailed shape and chrome rims, I simply prefer it visually. Keeping on using the suggested color scheme for the interior, still as a matte black, I do notice the level of detail for the scale and find it quite nice. The inside of the doors, the seats, dashboard and steering wheel. I'd also suggest getting alligator clip sticks, making the priming and painting process easier and cleaner to handle. I've chosen to go with a glossy silver color for the chassis and overall exterior, making it fit nicely with the chrome details present in the model. I'm applying this paint with a white brush to make things quicker, since these bigger surfaces don't need to be handled with as much delicacy as other parts of it. Having reached this point, all is left is joining the three main segments to completion, meaning the chassis, the interior and the vehicle body, screwing them together and as a finisher gluing the still missing chrome pieces, adding the missing detail to make it feel whole. With this being my first big project, diversifying from focusing mostly on gunplas, I can say that getting into scale modeling does require a similar but different set of skills. It's not as streamlined, and I guess I'd say plug and play like I'm used to, not say that any is easier or harder, worse or better. Scale modeling isn't so focused on cutting and assembling as it is on gluing and painting, giving you more room to personalize. Now, it might be my still lack of experience on the subject, or maybe these are valid cons, but I did notice that some of the pieces tend to be too delicate when handling, be it when cutting them or even just gluing them. Small cons, even if they even do happen to be cons, these don't stop me from saying that this is a great product from the brand Revell. All the included details such as the decals, stickers, and the level of detail on its interior make it stand out as a car for my new scale modeling collection. I can't wait to start expanding on it. That will be all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did assembling it. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing, commenting, and giving us a like. As well, checking out our social media. See you next time.